this is the question and answer video. I'm just going to read off my phone and answer questions. So, first question, what and who inspired me to start lifting for bodybuilding? Well, the main person, I'll say, for any type of training, for just my mental strength, it was for Steve Prefontaine, because I was a huge runner. Even in running, I was very hardcore into it. He was the first person to really inspire me to push my limits. He was a legend of pushing the limits of the human heart. That was his slogan. But he truly inspired me for that mental strength. And as far as weight training, it first started when I became a personal trainer. I was always in the gym. As a runner, I didn't do as far as lifting heavy. I did a little bit more plyometrics training, a little bit of CrossFit style, but I had an ex that inspired me to start training. I just started training with him. He was into bodybuilding, so that's what got me started, and then just went from there. I got hooked. It's an addicting sport. All right, so next question. Oops. What do I find attractive in a man? Well, confidence. Definitely have to be confident to be with somebody like me. No, ego trips. But yeah, a gentleman. People think because I'm a bodybuilder, I'm strong, and I'm still a girl, so I still like to be treated. I'm sweet. I'm not, gonna beat somebody up. I don't have that hardcore personality. In the gym, I'm a completely different person. I'm a beast. But besides that, I do like a man to treat me like a girly girl, a princess. But so a gentleman has to be driven, and of course, it doesn't have to be a bodybuilder, but I do like somebody that likes to work out because I want to take that person to the gym with me. All right, so next one. When am I coming to Miami to meet my fans? Well, hopefully soon. I'm in California, and I will be traveling more this year, so hopefully make my way down over that area. How old was I when I started lifting? When I first started actually doing anything with weights, I was about 15, 16. I used to, in high school, I used to go into the boys' lifting room, the weight rooms, where all the football players, wrestlers, everybody. I was the only girl, but the coach, helped me. He got me familiar with using Olympic bars. He got me familiar with just, training in general, just proper form. And so before track practice, I would go and lift weights with the boys, and I'd go out and run after. So it all started really in high school. All right, next question. What is my ultimate physique goal and strength goal? I'm at my goal. It's just bettering. Well, not really my goal, but the physique that I've wanted, I've obtained. But there's always bettering that physique in certain ways. Bettering my shape, bettering my conditioning that I bring to stage. So there's always room to improve. And my strength goal, I don't really have a strength goal. I'm not a power lifter. Even in the gym, I don't go by weight. I go by, I'm chasing the pump every time. So my weight varies. Some days I'll go in and I'll train very heavy, but other days it'll be, 20, 30 pounds less than what I usually do. It all depends on the body part. In my opinion, what is the best exercise that really hits rear delts? Um, I love using the pec deck. I like to go on the side more instead of, how you're usually this way. Well, I like to stand on the side and come from this angle. So, and always keeping your elbows up, that's going to really help isolate your rear delts. Also on the seated row for cables, using it's more of the curved bar, but doing a reverse grip, and it's like an upright row, but you're seated. So doing it that way, like I said, keeping your elbows up, it's going to help isolate your rear delts. Let's see. What would be one of my number one tips for young female athletes wanting to go into physique division? Make sure that's, that you're totally in it. It's a hard goal, and it's a process. So, if this is your goal, make sure that you're focused, make sure that you're prepared. That's the one thing. People don't understand how hard it is and how long it takes. And it's not just you wake up, go to the gym, and come home and relax. It's, you got to make sure your eating's right. You got to make sure your supplementation's right. Obviously, your training, you need to train smart. And train for that physique, that look that you want. Don't train to just move weight. It's fun, but if your goal is a certain look, you have to train to shape your body. It's not about just going in all out, training like an animal. You have to really train smart. So, it's dedication. You got to make sure you're driven, and this is what you really want. But I think it's awesome for women to get involved with this too, because women are strong, and it doesn't mean that you're manly. It just means that that's your inner strength coming out. And I believe all women, should never be afraid to touch weight and to improve their physique and to get strong. I think it's so healthy for your mind. It'll benefit you in every way. Okay. Let's see. Next question. How much do I weigh so far? So right now I've been cutting. I started at 170. I'm 5'2". So that's pretty big for my size. But I'm at 157 right now, and about 157. So I'm planning on being around 150 on stage. We'll see how it goes, but that's about accurate, I think. Let's see. The next question. What is the one question that always comes up? How much do you bench? Or how much do you squat? Yeah, pretty much all the time. And you know what? I don't really like that question. Like, that doesn't define me as a person. That doesn't mean anything. Like, how much weight I lift. I'm not a power lifter. It's all about how my physique looks. Next question. How long have I been working out, and how many times a week do you work out? So I've been bodybuilding for about 5 years now. And as far as how many times a day or how many times a week I work out, it depends. Like, what I do, my training split is I do 3 days on, 1 day off, or I do 4 days on, 1 day off. I listen to my body. So, whatever day that is, how I'm feeling, I listen to my body. And I always take a day off before leg day and before back day, because those are the biggest muscle groups. You need your most energy. You need to be, refueled. And I believe, rest is so important. This whole overtraining thing that people are getting into, that's not accurate at all. That's not how your body works. You need rest to grow and improve, and you need the nutrition in your body to grow. All right, so next question. Do you ever do training programs for guys or just women? No, I do training programs for everybody. So if you want a customized program, more fitted to you and your goal, man, female, doesn't matter. I do that. So send me an email at shaycourtney00@gmail.com, and we can go over your goals, exactly what you want to do, and create a plan just for you. This website is just to kind of help you for your training techniques, so you can actually see like a visual what I'm doing, what I expect you to do. All right, so next question. Do you have a single leg workout you would say packs on a lot of mass besides the normal squat and leg press? Every exercise is great for legs. Anything you could think of, like even like the the hip abduction machine, like the girly stuff, like those are all for a purpose. When I train a muscle, I think about training every single angle of the muscle. I don't just do one or two exercises that's going to benefit me. They're all beneficial. You just need to incorporate them all and make sure you're working all the way around the muscle. How can a 23-year-old get so big so fast? It's called dedication. And I mean, this is what I do every day. I mean, of course I'm a mother and I work, but that's all. Like, I'm such a loner. Like, I don't go out and party. I don't do anything. I'm by myself a lot. I'm in and out of the gym. I mean, if I'm not taking care of my son, if I'm not working, I'm in the gym or sleeping, something. I do have my cheat meals and stuff, so I go out with my friends, but I don't drink. I'm not into that. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just my preference. Okay, what else? You have amazing strength. Were you really strong compared to most girls your size when I was skinny? Yes, genetically, I've always had muscle. Even before I got into bodybuilding, because I was an athlete though. It wasn't like I didn't work out or I didn't train. I just was always built. Like, my legs have always been big. I've always had that size on my legs, even as a long distance runner. It's funny because I used to hate my legs, like hate them. I started running because I wanted my legs to get smaller. I was into that skinny look, that the society wants females to be like, but it's not how it really is. And I found out later that men actually like bigger legs and an ass on a woman than nothing. So I've always genetically been gifted with a little bit extra size than most, and as far as my strength, I've always been pretty strong. I think it also comes from my background. I've grew up on a ranch. I always out shoveling horse shit and mowing lawns and dealing with tractors. Like, I'm a country girl, so it's hard work, and I think that's where I've kind of gotten my roots from. Let's see. I can show you. All right, so next question is through email. In the past, I've been pairing back and biceps together on one night and doing chest and triceps on another. But now I'm thinking of pairing chest and back together and just doing an arm night that incorporates all of the arms. Doesn't matter which one I do. Is one more beneficial than the other? Well, back is a really big muscle group. I would, focus on back, and then you could do like biceps, back and biceps, something like that. Or I would keep chest and triceps together. With bigger muscle groups, you kind of you want to stick with that muscle group, concentrate on that muscle group. I'm a big believer on splitting up, isolating certain muscle, like every muscle group, but it all depends on your goal as well. I'm a bodybuilder, so I want as much benefit as I can to grow the muscle. But I would back and chest together. I mean, you could get away with it, but I don't think it would be the smartest move. I think you should just stick with chest and triceps, being triceps your smaller muscle group, and um, back and biceps, with biceps is a small muscle group, so you can focus on that large muscle group, just like legs. I wouldn't pair anything else with legs. I would just do legs. I mean, you really want to concentrate on what you're doing. And another tip for legs is I like to start with one day I'll start, quads and then move to hamstrings, and then the next leg day I'll do hamstrings and then quads. So I focus on one and then the other and switch it, vice versa. Okay, so next question. I've heard that in order to get over a plateau, it's best to go down in weight and then back up when you're stuck to get over that hump. Is there a better way to do it? I'm not sure if you're talking about body weight or actual like weight training, but you shouldn't ever plateau. If you're plateauing as far as your body weight, your diet is off. There's something wrong. Either you're not getting enough calories or you're eating too much. There's something wrong with your diet or too much cardio. Something is wrong with your metabolism. It's affected your metabolism. So if you are at a plateau, there's something that needs to change in your diet, your whatever type of routine you're doing. And if you're talking about weight training, I kind of don't understand. I mean, there's ways of helping your strength increase. I mean, obviously you need to push yourself. If you have a spot, that's great. It's going to help you push that weight. But yeah, I don't understand that question really, but hopefully I answered it right. Anyways, I hope this helps, and I look forward to doing more videos for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed the new videos that I've been posting. And I look forward to hearing more good feedback. Have a great day.